think you might need to work on your mic. What are you doing over here? Yeah. All right, you good?
I'm good.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Are you ready?
I think so.
Cause I love me some me. I love me some me.
Let's get somewhat tipsy.
Oh, dude, what a day I had. I forgot to tell you this. I wanted to tell you when we got in the parking lot. So I've been wanting to put this trampoline together. I bought Joe a trampoline like a year and a half ago. Completely forgot about it.
For him or for you?
Well, you know, I think it's a dual thing. I mean, it's spending time, right?
Is that how you look at it?
Yeah.
It's a you and him thing together.
Yeah.
On a trampoline.
Oh,
did
yeah.
you want the trampoline or did you want the trampoline?
Oh, no, he wanted the trampoline too.
Okay. It's one of those big ones?
Yeah. So,
Next
you know,
week,
like
Joe's going to be out with an ACL injury.
Oh, 100%. But, we've been so busy, had a crazy busy Cinco de Mayo. I just, when you're opening a new restaurant, you barely have time to eat. I think that's why I've lost 20 pounds.
Yeah.
But, I was like, all right. So there was a kid that used to work for me 2-3 years ago as a fry cook. And he randomly knocks on my door a month or two ago. And he's like, hey, a couple buddies of mine, we've started a business. And we're just doing random odds and ends, like anything you can think of. So I was like, all right. We had him detail Ashley's car.
You didn't know, you knew who he was. When he knocked the door, you had no idea.
No idea.
They just go house to house soliciting to do random things.
Yeah.
And you're going to let strangers in your house. I mean, you knew the guy, so
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
knew
what
him.
he is. But like 3 guys come knocking your door. Can we do some random stuff at your house?
I mean, you got to respect the hustle.
I give respect for the hustle, but how many people really go, okay, sounds great.
Surprisingly more than you think.
And then what, you negotiate a deal right there?
Yeah. Yep. I think it was like $100, $150, something like that to detail the whole inside of the car. It did a great job. But I was thinking, and I was like, I really want to pressure wash the fence, and I just don't have time for it. And I gave him a date, and I set it, and I was like, come to the house this day and do it, and I'll pay you for it. Well, I'd already done it. I got bored. I forgot that I even told the guy to come like 3 weeks later or a month later. Shows up, and I'm like, oh, shit. And now I feel bad. I'm like, they were probably counting all this money. Like, I don't want to let him down. I'm like, hey, you want to put together a trampoline and clean the gutters? He's like, yeah, man. Cool. All right, awesome. So he's doing that. We had our meeting with Espolone today, and then a couple of financial meetings. I get back home, and the security cage, like the cage that goes around it, which for my 8-year-old I wouldn't really worry about, but the 3-year-old.
Right.
It's not up. It's just sitting in a box. So I call him, like, dude, what the hell? Like, you didn't finish the job. Like, I paid before, because I was leaving, I paid him before it was done. He's like, what do you mean? Like, the security cage isn't on. He's like, oh, your wife said that you would do it. She what?
Your wife offered your services.
I said, why do you think I was paying the kid to do it?
Well, it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. I'm not mad at him at all.
Is he going to come back and do it?
Yeah, they're coming tomorrow.
You're like, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
And you already paid for it.
Yeah. Like, no. No, my husband will do it. It's fine. And then she brings 2 cats home. 2 kittens. A new trampoline that's not safe for the 3-year-old yet. And of course, she wants to go on the trampoline. So I was on the trampoline for an hour today, making sure she didn't fall off. But Ashley fell off
because she didn't put the guard on.
Well, yeah, and I looked at her. I was like, why would I pay them to not do it?
And you didn't save any money. Or pay any more for it to get done. It was part of the deal.
No. And you know what her excuse was? She's like, oh, well, the one kid said when you put the cage up, the leaves get in there. And you're going to have to clean leaves. And that was like, don't put it up then. God forbid we sweep.
That guy shouldn't be the salesperson of that company.
No, not at all.
He got out of it, though.
He did.
And now he's going to come back tomorrow.
Yeah. So trampoline, 2 cats.
Been a week for you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, a great Cinco.
Great Cinco.
And I noticed something. One of our bartenders. So she has worked for me in the past, and it's probably been, I don't know, 5 years, because she just started working for us a couple weeks ago. But it's been years since she's consistently worked for me. And dude, when she was working the outside bar, she was helping out, taking tables. She was in the dish pit, helping in dish. She was in the kitchen, helping running food. Like, dude, everything a manager would kind of do, like she hopped into that spot where it was needed when she had a break.
Right.
Like instead of standing around.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. Well,
I know exactly where you're going with this. And I'm going to tell you why it's not good.
Well, no, here's
I'm going to tell you exactly why.
So say we were like, hey, what a, promotion to a manager position.
But that's the problem. Somebody does good once or twice or stands out a little bit doesn't mean they're management material. Not saying her specifically, but we've all done it.
Yeah.
How many times you've had a bar back and you're like, oh my God, you're great. Let's move you here. A bartender, a kitchen guy, a dish pit guy that you end up putting as a cook because he's just stellar.
Yeah.
And would you not admit that 9 out of 10 times it doesn't work? They take it because they don't want to disappoint. They take it because, oh, this is cool. They take it because it's a new, thing in life they can try, but then it always bites you in the end.
Yeah.
Always.
I mean,
Always.
I wouldn't say always.
99 out of 100.
Like I had one that worked out really well. I mean, not
No, because what happens?
not at the end, but
No,
I mean,
exactly.
for a little while.
No, but it always works out.
At least for like a year or two.
They love their promotion. They like this, or something goes wrong. Something goes wrong. You put somebody in a situation. She did great.
Yeah.
Awesome. But I don't know if trying to put her in that position, if you're forcing it in there, just because one time you make a basket doesn't make you a basketball player.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Just because one time you score a goal doesn't make you a professional soccer player.
Yeah.
You make a half court shot doesn't. Again, you're not in the NBA.
But it's going above and beyond anybody else.
Which is good, and that's what I think a lot of people don't do anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of people don't.
They don't. They do the bare minimum to get by or what they can do. And some do above and beyond. Some come in early. Some stay late. Some help with this. I mean, that night, I left there at 2:20 in the morning. And one of the employees stayed with me, and we did the dish pit. We did this because it just had to get done. Yeah. So some go above and beyond, but it doesn't mean we should push them into that position.
Well,
I mean, do you agree, or do you think?
No, I agree. One night isn't a, it has to be. It's something consistent that you see. One night doesn't make
one half court shot doesn't make you an NBA player.
No, but I got to thinking. So
that's freaking scary,
right?
You thinking? Oh,
but. In my head, all right, say, because I always want to put myself in someone else's shoes. Any kind of situation that I'm approaching, I want to kind of view it from the other side and how I would take it if it was me. And I'm saying, all right, say that was me and I was offered a position, like a floor manager position, a step up, a promotion. The pay rate for that now, so that promotion, I would make less money.
Right.
You're making more money in the bar position that you are now than you would be in that manager position. Now, that gives you experience. That pads your resume. That gives you knowledge.
People don't care anymore. No, people don't.
When they're hiring for AGM, GM, they do care.
Ish.
I think
I don't think so. I don't think people care anymore. I think the job market is open. If something's open, they'll take it. I think, I just don't think anybody's going to be like, oh, well, this will help my 20 years ago, yes. I did things 20 years ago because I knew it would help my resume. Hey, I have experience in this. And I would go do something because it would help my resume or help me in the long run. I don't think it's that way anymore. I don't think a bartender is going to take a management position because it's going to help their resume in the future. I wish it did, but it won't.
But it still can, even that knowledge. Say it's not your resume, the knowledge, the experience.
People aren't about knowledge right now. They're about money. They're about social life, they're about social media, and they're about extracurricular activities.
Yeah, but you have to grow up at some point.
True, but they don't think about that. The 20-year-olds don't think about that. The early 30-year-olds don't think about that.
But we were.
Different generation.
It can't be that drastically different.
I'm sorry, I think it is. I think it's that drastically different. I have taken a lot of bartenders and put them as managers. I have taken a lot of barbacks and put them as bartenders, and 1 out of 50 was actually a good move.
Yeah.
1 out of 50. 2 out of 10 or 2 out of 100 was a good move. Most time you shove them in there and they love it for the first week or two, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 2 months, and all of a sudden I'm not making enough. My boyfriend wants to see me home. I can't do this, you know? Can I bartend 1 night a week so I can make more? And then all of a sudden it goes right back to where it was. Because we try to force things, and not force in a bad way.
No.
We see talent in somebody and they show some talent, but we try to force somebody into something thinking that we want to play out our way of how it works, but it never does.
What does that mean for the future of our industry? You know, because there's going to be GMs, there's going to be AGMs, there's always going to be somebody in that lead role, right? And if there aren't people that are getting the experience and only few are, that means it's probably underqualified people getting the experience, which would mean unqualified people are getting those spots.
Most owners care about pay.
Well, everybody cares about pay.
Both sides. I mean, you know, how many times in your career, in your past, have you hired someone because your budget was 50, when if you got someone for 80, it would have been perfect?
Yeah.
And you couldn't afford the 80, or it wasn't in the budget to pay somebody 80, 85 for a kitchen manager or a GM. And if you just would have paid 85, it would have worked out in the long run, but you never have.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate that the margins in our industry is so tight.
Right.
I mean, people think that restaurant owners are millionaires because of their restaurant. Well, they charge $18 for a burger. I can buy that for $2, at the grocery store. There's so many other costs involved other than that.
Oh.
But the unfortunate thing is that margins are very tight in the hospitality industry. And
the tighter it gets and the more it gets, and it gets tighter and tighter every year, it seems like, or every couple of years, that I think the management roles are starting to become obsolete. They'll never go away.
No.
I think more owners are having to step in, or partners are stepping in, or a GM, and that's it. Not, remember back in the day, there's an AGM, a
floor
GM,
managers,
a floor manager, a bar manager, a service manager, a kitchen manager. I mean, I worked at Fridays 20 years ago, and we had literally a GM, KM, front of the house manager, bar manager, and a server manager. That was their job.
Yeah. 5
managers in house.
And they got paid well.
I mean, the GM of that Fridays made like 120, 125. Remember, this is 15, 20 years ago. Got 125 15 years ago was pretty decent. That's probably about 200 now.
Yep.
175 now. So, I mean, it was decent.
Margins were great back then.
That's when you could sell something for $9.99. Your cost was 50 cents.
Yeah. Well, and minimum wage. Minimum wage changed that.
Right. Because now we were paying $2.13. I mean, remember, $2.13 an hour. Mm-hmm. What was that, 7, 8 years ago, 9 years ago?
Yeah.
10 years ago, tops, it was $2.13 an hour. You have 3 servers and 2 bartenders on your $10 an hour. Now we're $50 to $60, $70 an hour.
And look at what that did. So raising the minimum wage, because we're trying to uplift the very beginning, right? We're trying to give them money right off the bat. What that did was eliminate management jobs. It eliminate jobs that they could get promoted to make more money. If we had not raised the minimum wage, there would be more people making more money in management positions when they got promoted, not just in the hospitality industry. This is industry all around. So raising the minimum wage hurt the middle class, because that's what it did. It took away middle class jobs.
And it didn't just double it or triple it. It went up 80%. I mean, you think about it, $2.13 an hour. If simple math, if you got 15 employees all working 40 hours at $2.13 an hour, now if you have 30 employees working 40 hours at $11, $12 an hour, you went from your payroll being $700, $800 a week to $3-4 grand a week. There's all the margins.
Yeah.
Food hasn't gone up crazy.
I mean,
liquor hasn't gone up crazy.
If you look at the prices, then it's crazy.
If you look at if you look at a bottle 20 years ago, a bottle of liquor, pick Grey Goose.
Yeah.
If you look at Grey Goose in the early 2000s and Grey Goose now, 25 years later, you're talking $5-10, right? I mean, Grey Goose was. I think I remember Grey Goose being like 31, 32. Now it's like 43, 45, 42. So it's gone up $12 in 20 years. That's not a huge jump.
Oh yeah, trust me, everyone. The food cost, the cost of the actual food, is not why you're paying $18 for a cheeseburger right now.
No, I mean the food, and again, you look at food, ground beef and chicken, and this. I mean, 20 years ago it was.
It was under $1 a pound. Now we're $2 something a pound.
Right. So it's doubled.
It's not a crazy.
It's not
increase,
crazy.
The
food and liquor isn't where the reason you're paying $18 for a cheeseburger or $19 for chicken fingers and fries. It's the insurance.
Up 1,000%.
Up 1,000 more than that. Yeah. It's the insurance. It's rent, and it's staff. It's not the food.
Staff's a big one.
That's it. That's where it is. It's not anything else. Insurance went from you're paying $500 a month for insurance. Now you're paying $3,000 a month.
Yeah,
$4,000 a month. Staff, you were paying you're paying $1,500 a week. Now you're paying $6,000 a week. And your rent was $3,200. Now you're paying $7,100. So everything besides food and beverage has doubled, tripled, quadrupled. That's why the cheeseburgers are $18.
Yeah.
It's 100% why it is.
It's not the cost of the food.
No, it's not the cost of food. Again, food in 20 years and liquor 20 years has not gone up exponentially, Mm-hmm. It's not like we were paying $2 for a bottle. Now we're paying $102 for a bottle. We're literally everything pretty much besides like the pot. Like, I mean, obviously Tito's has went up from $7 to $20.
Tito's went up.
Tito's went up. But most of these liquors and beers and food has not like quadrupled. You were paying $12, now you're paying $18. You were paying, $2 a pound, now you're paying $3.75 a pound. That's not the reason why. And it's only going to get worse.
And did you see there's a congressman
$25 an hour.
$25 an
There's
hour.
a congressman trying to make minimum wage. I don't think it'll ever go through.
No.
There's no way. They want minimum wage across the United States to be $25 an hour. I'm telling you right now, every restaurant's out of business.
Well, I was gonna share it to you. I was gonna put it in our group and go, City One, just close now. Like what the
$25 an hour. I mean,
how did
nobody? I mean, Burger King's, McDonald's. It's not they couldn't afford it. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, see, they could,
but it wouldn't make sense.
Figure
it
out.
Wouldn't make sense.
No, it would. You'd pay $20 for a cheeseburger at McDonald's,
right? There'd be no more $3 cheeseburgers, $2 cheeseburgers.
Remember dollar double cheeseburgers? Oh man,
remember 59-cent cheeseburgers?
39 cent.
No, I remember 49-cent cheeseburgers. No, 49-cent hamburgers, 59-cent cheeseburgers.
Oh god, they were the good old days.
$1 more for cheese. Or no, 10 cents more for cheese. The good days. Jimmy, don't act like you don't remember it.
Oh god, I remember before soccer practice in high school, we would always our practice landed on the 39-cent 50, whatever the cheap cheeseburger hamburger day was. Oh man, before practice we would load up
like 12 of them.
Oh god,
and your bill would be $4.81.
Yeah, and then we go run. Like what?
I was on the swim team in high school.
What?
I was on the swim team.
Oh god, we got to get a picture of that.
I don't know. I can find one.
Yeah,
I was on the swim team in high school. So I mean, when you're swimming miles and miles and miles, like I would literally on my way home for dinner because swim practice was after school, so it'd be like 3 to 3:30 to 5:30 or 6 o'clock, whatever. On my way home to dinner, I would usually stop for dinner on my way home to dinner because you're burning. Swimming they say is one of the top 5. I mean, I was skinny back then, but they say so. Like I would literally ride through McDonald's and do that. I would get like 5 cheeseburgers, 2 large fries, and a milkshake on my way home to have a meatloaf, potatoes, a green bean dinner on my way home, and then have half a box of ice cream, and I lose 3 pounds.
Oh, I miss that metabolism.
Oh, those were great. Now I eat 2 grains of rice and gain 4 pounds.
Yeah, getting young sucks.
Getting young sucks, exactly.
But I mean, that back to the 25 an hour. Like
never.
Many small businesses would close. The big companies would be able to absorb it.
No, they wouldn't.
They
Joe,
would. They would absorb it.
They would absorb it, but their profits would go down. So all they would do is raise prices.
Oh yeah.
Every fast food place would now be $15, $18, $19, $22 for a meal.
Yeah.
Instead of now it's usually, let's say 7 to 13, 14, 15, depends where you go.
Yeah.
Everything would be $16, $17, $22. You want a number one? $22.
Yeah.
They would have to. And yes, they could absorb the shock and not go out of business right away, but every mom and pop in the United States would be out within months. There's no way.
I don't understand what these congressmen or these politicians, I want to know what they see when they think about the minimum wage. What's in their head? They clearly have never ran or owned their own business. It's mind-blowing.
They don't care, Joe. They don't care. They have money. They're making $900,000 a year as a congressman. They don't care. If cheeseburgers went up to $18, it wouldn't matter. They don't eat it anyway.
Is it just over a vote?
Yeah.
So there's got to be a way to fix this. I mean, I know that's
what's more shocking. You know what's more shocking to me than all this is McDonald's.
Going after the arts.
I'll go right after the McDonald's. They produce millions and millions of hamburgers. There's not that many cows, so which means you're eating processed science meat. And you can argue, you can look it up, but I mean, I don't remember the statistics exactly. Let's say 1 million cheeseburgers, 3 million cheeseburgers a day. That's a cow can produce like 3,000 cheeseburgers. It'd be like X amount of cows a day just to keep McDonald's. That's nobody else, just McDonald's. There's not slaughterhouses on every corner. So you know that McDonald's and these fast places are literally made in a lab. And we're eating it.
I've never thought about this, and now I'm kind of angry I thought about it.
I mean, think about it.
No, I mean,
look up the stats. It's got to be like there's a stat on it where I don't want to say it out loud because I don't know, but it's something like they sell 3 million or 4 million, 5 million cheeseburgers a day, and if an average cow can produce like of their size and everything would be like 3,000. So if you divide it in there, it's something like you would need 3,000, 4,000 something hamburger cows per day just for McDonald's.
Okay.
So you're talking millions of cows just for McDonald's. That's not including the stuff you buy at the store, Burger King, all these other places, which means you're eating literally factory processed meat.
So what's in the beef?
What meat is not factory processed that you eat?
No, it's definitely factory processed. I mean, is it the actual ground beef? Is it actual cow?
Is it cow? Do you think it's actual cow that you're eating? I get it's all factory. I didn't mean it like that.
What other meat do you think they're using?
That's what I'm asking.
Like, what reproduces faster and is larger than a cow?
I mean, are there that many cows?
There's got to be that many cows because there's that many hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
What's cheaper than cow and grows faster?
I don't know. But what is it?
What is it?
So say
look at the stats, dude. There's got to be stats.
Rat farms.
I'm not saying rat. I'm not saying rat. But is it like this, kind of farmed, not meat? But look, I don't know.
McDonald's sells an estimate of 6.4 to 6.5 million hamburgers per day globally.
Okay.
Let's just go right in the middle. 6 million hamburgers a day. So if an average cow can produce 3,000, okay.
We could just ask Perplexity.
I know. That means 2,000 cows a day have to be processed, everything just for McDonald's a day.
That's not that many cows.
I mean, it feels like a lot of cows.
730,000 cows a year just for McDonald's. That doesn't include Burger King. That doesn't include Publix. That doesn't include all the other places that sell beef.
Officially, McDonald's says they purchase 1 billion pounds of beef annually to support its global operations.
Okay.
That means 5.5 million head of cattle per year.
5.5 million.
Yeah.
There is. Do you think there's 5.5 million cows per year just for McDonald's?
Yes.
What about all the other businesses? What about all the other? That's just McDonald's.
Do you want to drive through Palatka with me and just count the cows that are there?
There's no way. How many? Ask how many cows are in the world.
Fine.
All right. So based on the latest global livestock data, there are roughly 1.5 to 1.6 billion cattle on Earth right now.
No.
Yeah. It's
Telling you, it's processed.
So that's way more than enough.
There might be there might be a little bit of meat in it.
no, dude. There's enough cows.
No.
Cow is where the meat comes from because cow is where it's easy to get the meat from. There's a lot of it in that one animal.
I agree, but I don't think it's. How much do you think of it is actually cow? Let's put it that way.
Pretty much a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, if there's that many on Earth, I mean, the math checks out.
I'm sure it's not the best part of the cow, but is it cow? Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
100%.
getting the best grade.
No, you're getting hooves, you're getting everything else all crumbled up into one.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to know
I think
how
they throw the
McDonald's
whole
make?
cow in there and make 10 million cheeseburgers.
Funny you say that.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Do you know how they make chicken nuggets?
Yes,
You do know.
I do.
Do I want to know?
No.
No.
Come on, Jimmy, tell us how they made chicken nuggets.
Do you eat chicken nuggets?
Love chicken nuggets.
Do you want to continue to like chicken nuggets?
I think I need to know.
Tell them. Tell them.
All right, it's red pill, blue pill situation. Like you're going to go into the matrix now. You're going
Give it to me.
You're going to learn.
Give it to me.
Okay. So they take the whole bird.
Feathers and all, dude.
The whole.
Okay.
The feathers,
Freaking
the
bird.
beak, the bird, the eyes, everything.
They chuck it in the machine, and the first part of the machine defeathers and debeaks it.
Okay.
It's a machine defeathering and debeaking a chicken. So I'm sure it doesn't do a great job.
I mean, AI is getting really advanced.
Okay.
I'm still on board with nuggets at this point.
All right.
Keep going, Jimmy. Keep going.
Then they take what's left of the bird and they smash it up. Like they pulverize it to the point to where it becomes a paste,
Okay.
a pink paste.
All right.
It almost looks like strawberry milkshake.
Yeah.
Then they have to bleach it so
Well,
they get
you don't
that
want it to be pink. I get
color
it.
out.
Yeah.
And so they kill whatever
Viruses,
bacteria,
whatever
Yeah,
it
yeah.
has.
You basically bleach it.
Right. So they bleach it all the way out, and then they add chicken flavoring back into it, so it tastes like chicken again.
Fair.
Then they put it into little molds, one of the four, chicken nugget shapes, and then they freeze them, press them and freeze them, and they go out to be chicken nuggets.
Oh. So that's not that bad.
You're still on board with this?
Yeah.
Hooves. I mean, you name
Chickens don't have hooves.
it. Not hooves. The legs, everything. The feathers and the
You
beaks.
get the toenails.
It's
I'm sure
grabbing it by the legs and just chucking
Just
the whole
chucking it.
bird in the machine.
I mean, I feel bad for the bird, but I mean,
I raise chickens.
You
I'm
still
not
want to?
eating
You still
the
want to
whole
eat chicken
bird.
nuggets?
yeah, I'm all right with it. No, I mean, what? So it's a cheap way to get product.
And you don't think? And with this whole thing, you think the meat is all 100% ground beef?
No, I would love to know what
You
the
think it's
percentage of actual beef
so
is
chicken
in there.
nuggets, they take the whole bird, pound it out, bleach it. But we're in agreement here that they do the beef the right way. There's enough cows. There's enough cows that they do it the right way. Dude, I guarantee you that if it's actual meat in there, is probably less than 20%.
I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying that it's all meat, right? But I am saying there is enough cows for it to be all meat.
Sure, but it's not. There's enough cars in the world for everyone to drive a car, but not everybody does. All I'm saying is that
There's not even close to enough cars for everybody. No, that was a bad analogy.
Bad analogy.
No,
Thanks, Jimmy.
we haven't even.
You didn't even wait for
produced-
the comments.
No,
Just call me out right away. What I'm saying, there's just no way. I'd say less than 20% if I had to guess.
okay.
Is actual.
What
beef.
is the other 80%?
I don't know. There's no, other chemicals. This. I mean, they bleach chicken.
80%.
80%.
chemicals.
Something.
McDonald's,
Something.
could you please settle this for us? I would like you to tell us how much in your burger patty, how much is actual beef?
They say it right on their website. 100% real beef.
Boom.
They don't use pink slime binders or chemical additives in the meat. The cuts are primarily cuts like chuck, round, and sirloin, ground and shaped into patties.
All right. I think McDonald's is on the up and up.
There's definitely enough cows for that to
Yeah,
happen.
the math works. Jeremy hates that the math works. He is so angry right now.
No. I'm not angry.
said
I'm just
no.
telling you, there's no way. So the chicken nugget's the only thing that's the whole bird is pounded out, but the beef is 100%. I don't believe it.
It's
I don't-
100% beef. I don't think it's 100% the good part of the cow. They just said what cuts it is, chuck and round and some sirloin. So it's not the good parts.
No.
And I'm sure it's the parts on the edges of the cuts that get sent to the supermarkets. But I don't care. I'll still eat that part of the cow. You can't grind up the whole cow.
And guys, the nuggets are 100% chicken.
Yeah, but 100% of the chicken is not food.
Right. Dude, the eyes, everything is just pounded out into a paste.
So are they doing the same thing with the cow? Are they
Yes.
using the ears and the head? I don't know.
the whole thing. It probably does the same process. Or maybe not the same process, but something along those lines.
A lot easier to throw a chicken into something that is a cow.
Everybody grab the cow. We're throwing it in.
Labor would be way too high for that.
Right.
We need
There's
the
just no way.
robots.
I'm telling you, the chicken is the way they do it. The beef is not. Oh, we do the beef right, but the chicken we pound out to
But
a
they do it
paste.
right. It's 100% chicken. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's delicious.
I'm not gonna say I don't like the chicken nuggets, but
Nobody guts the chicken.
Look,
All of the squishy stuff goes in.
everything,
The
Yeah, but
bones.
the arteries, the bones, everything is just smashed up.
but it's so ground down.
Imagine the stuff it has in its stomach that's just ground down. They eat certain bugs. They eat things. They do this. They eat.
I guess you are eating
seeds.
poop.
I mean, their bladders.
Yeah,
They're
you are eating poop.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
unfortunate.
they don't pull the negative parts out. Let's put it that way.
If
They,
you're worried about that, you don't want to know what hole the egg comes out of.
I do.
you do.
I don't like. I think the only part that gets me there is that a little poop in there. Only part of the chicken nugget thing that kind of gets me. I mean, I'm still gonna eat it.
You're still gonna get nuggets.
But
on
now
the
I'm gonna-
You're gonna get nuggets on the way home, aren't you?
I might. Yeah, I'm good with it.
No.
Yeah. But I mean, what we do to food in this country is insane. Like, I would have to say, now I don't want to sit here and say we're one of the most unhealthy countries because there are, people in famine and that don't know where their next meal is. People are much worse off than we are here in the United States, all over the world. But we eat shit. Like, we choose to eat so poorly. You go overseas, it is way different. The quality of food is so much higher, so much more fresh, way less preservatives. And we've gotten to the point where, and it's based on the bottom line. It's companies' bottom line, it's profit. And there are ways to not be healthy that's way cheaper to get the product out, and we'll buy it, so demand's there. That is all corporate pressure. That is all about a bottom line. And the fact that we give in, we don't care about a lot.
What we were just saying in the parking lot. I bought a vitamin water that is neither vitamin
or
nor
water. Yeah, think about it. Vitamin water. I mean, love 50 to death. Support that guy forever. Would never want him on my bad side.
When him and Diddy do it to the concert, I can't wait. Got about 10 years.
Knew he'd bring it up.
Oh, yeah. The 50
But-
Diddy tour.
Yeah, vitamin water is not vitamin.
You heard it here first.
You've heard it here first. I know, the forever bet. Oh, how did we get to the cows and the chicken from $25 an hour?
Minimum wage. I'm talking about minimum wage.
Yeah, well,
And we said it wasn't gone up because of the food and the drinks.
That's
and,
right.
And then I was like, what's even worse?
I don't think that it'll go through. I really hope it doesn't. I think $25 an hour as a minimum wage would be so bad for the economy. There would be so many small businesses shutting down. Big companies would absorb it. But here's what people don't understand: when that wage goes up, there's still a bottom line that whoever owns whatever business is going to try and make, right? So what happens back when we had floor managers, bar managers, we had a manager for every department, right? Well, when the minimum wage went up, we started to lose that leadership. So we're just constantly running with less people. So a higher minimum wage is taking jobs. You raise that up, you're just taking jobs away. You're not helping anybody.
No, because instead of, let's say a restaurant decides to stay, we're going to make it. Instead of 14 servers, they're going to go down to 5. Mm-hmm. And they're going to work those 5, their 40 hours and call it a day.
Yeah.
And they're going to drop this and they're going to have to drop that and they're going to raise this. All it's going to do is raise everything.
It's going to raise the prices. It is going to lower your level of satisfaction with any kind of hospitality. The service isn't going to be there.
Hospitality's been dead since before 2020.
Do you think hospitality died before Corona?
I think Corona killed it. They made it easier to get things. They didn't want you to talk to people. They didn't want you to touch people. They didn't want you to give service. Things were in to-go containers, taped with your name on it. Uber Eats. They wanted you to not have customer service.
Well, when people go out, that's what they want.
Is it?
I think so. I think everyone wants an experience.
I think they want an experience, which, yes, customer service is an experience, but...
Look, I will go to a restaurant if the food is not that great. I will go again if I get great service. The food could be great, and if the service sucks, I won't go. And I can't be the only person on the planet that service matters to. It's giving that experience.
But wouldn't you not say the service at 90% of places is the same, give or take? Give this window. It's a little bit this way, a little bit this way. That's it.
It's a lot of order taking.
Everyone's an order taker. From everywhere, from fast food, fast casual, fine dining, restaurants, your normal mom and pop restaurants to corporate restaurants. I guess besides Chick-fil-A, but they just have a nice little saying, but there's no upselling, suggestive selling, making it an experience at very little places. 90%.
Because a lot of times, because of the minimum wage hike and stuff like that, you have less people on. You can't afford to keep that many people. A lot of times they don't have time to give that service. To where back, and I hate going, back in my day, but years ago, there were 3 table sections, 4 table sections. Like, you didn't have a big section because you had to give good customer service. You had to check on that table every 3 to 5 minutes. You had to be on it. There was a level of experience that you had to produce or you wouldn't have that job. And it wasn't about how many tables you had. You had these. And it's a low number. Like, people now, 3 tables, they'll quit. They're not going to work. They want 5, 6. They open rotation. People won't work for that little of tables anymore because you can make a ton of money with service, but they don't think they can. You can have those 3 tables and make a ton of money by upselling. You can have
5 tables and make a bunch of money if you're upselling and you give good customer service.
I'm saying 3 tables you could. If you do the job of customer service, of upselling, of suggestive selling, of giving that experience, those tables will spend more money. You don't need 5 tables when you could get it in 3 and make the experience better for everybody else.
But we're a turn and burn community. We're a turn and burn society, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's turn and burn. We want those tables in and out quickly. They want them in and out quickly. Instead of 8 tables all night, they can have 13.
Well, because you can't afford to give that service. You can't afford to have that many people on the floor.
And the customers aren't making it any easier either, some of them.
No. I mean, that's not a new thing, though. I actually think it got a little better after Corona, and then it got real bad. But that has always been, I remember when the customer's always right. The customer service complaints before the 1-star review, there was still a 1-star review. It just wasn't public. But I mean, that's, complaints have always been there. And and I get it. People expect when they're taking their hard-earned money they worked 40 hours for, or 50 hours, 60 hours, however it may be. They worked hard, and maybe that one thing is what they can do that month. A little bit extra money. We can go out to a restaurant and we can eat out. And think about that. You have that one time that month where you can do something
And you
out
want
of the
to,
norm.
you want it to be stellar.
Yeah. And you don't get it. And that is a huge letdown. And our industry used to be about providing that experience to every customer, every person that walked in the door. You wanted to blow them away with the experience they're going to have. And as an industry, we've gotten away from that a little bit.
A little bit.
Well,
We've got a lot away from that.
Yeah. And I think that one of the direct impacts of that is the change in minimum wage.
Yeah, because we could have 5 or 6, 7, 8 servers on a Tuesday and give the customer service, but when you're paying $10.98 an hour, $11 an hour, you have to have 3 on.
Yeah. Because you just can't afford it anymore.
And it's all about that. Again, food and liquor and beer have not gone up like I would say it should or like it could have.
Yeah.
20 years ago, a bottle was 17. Now it's 24, 26.
Yeah. The price of the product isn't the problem. It's the price of bringing you the product.
Correct. And they want it replaced by AI.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're getting there closer every day. I think we're 40% to AGI now. And, that could be any time. I mean, that could be tomorrow. It could be 5 years. But eventually, we're going to have to plateau at a certain point. We're going to have to reset as a society on the way we do things. And, the process and the way things are done. And is it going to get to the point where that one-on-one connection goes away?
I would like to think it would not.
Well, I hope not. Interacting with people is a good thing.
Well, they made, like I said, when COVID, we all wanted to interact again.
Yeah.
And then after COVID, a year or two afterwards, nobody wanted to interact again.
No one wants to talk anymore.
No one wants to talk anymore.
But I'd hate to see a world that's going to be, everyone doing everything on their phone and not looking.
I mean, remember you click a QR code and order from there because you couldn't touch menus.
Yeah.
Because they were dirty and you could get COVID because the person before you got COVID. So you were clicking on a menu, ordering from them, and someone was bringing it out to you with a mask on, had to stay 6 feet from you, and gloves on. Biggest scam of everything in the world.
Dude, I remember the first day we opened. And I was like,
reopened?
Reopened. Like we can finally have people in the restaurant. Bars couldn't open, but if you served food, you could open. So I remember the first day, I'm like, okay, I got this, I got a station set up and I'm checking, I got my gloves on, my mask on, I'm checking everybody's temperature. I'm making them sign in. I got their temperature on there. I had just had a cleaning crew come in. I had everyone take this training. So we were, certified in cleaning and, it was a cool thing to put on, social media. Like, hey, come to us. We actually learned the safe way to clean, right? And we're getting ready and I'm like, all right, all the tables are 7 feet apart. We're going to go extra mile. We're going to go the extra foot. And then, all right, we're going to have bar stools set up, 2 here, 7 feet, 2 here, and just really, really separate it. And, okay, let's go. We open the doors, and I swear to God, by noon, I'm running around going, 6 feet apart. No, you get over there. Go away. No, you go over there.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
Nope.
Nobody gave a shit. But there was one person who was like, you really need to get control of this. You're going to kill us all. And I was like, whoa. It's so morbid. And I'm just trying to keep everyone.
You're like, do you want ketchup with that?
Well, oh my God. And it was around springtime. So it was a bunch of college kids that are finally going, they're on the beach, they're drinking, having a good time. That was being the 6 feet apart police was the worst thing that happened to me during COVID. Hated it. And it was like that for a month.
I never did it. When we reopened our bars, I did nothing. I had a menu printed up, which we didn't even.
I hate
7, 8 items on there at most. Chicken tenders that weren't real chicken. But it was all about that. Nobody cared. I hated wearing a mask.
I envy the ones that didn't give a shit.
Nope, I didn't give a shit. Don't come out. Don't come out. Don't put your hand in the fire if you can get burned.
I was hosting open mics in May of 2020.
June, I was fully opened as a bar clubbish. Didn't care.
Jimmy and I were almost recognized on a very national level as the first to put out a live streaming concert ever.
But you lost by a day.
Yeah, but like one day.
Yeah, Lady Gaga did one the day before we did. But we were close to being the first people ever to put on a live streaming concert. Lady Gaga beat us by one day, but we were almost recognized nationally on like a big scale for what we did.
Cameras are up. Never mind. Gaga got that. See you later.
Oh, God. It was with the NSB Songwriters Fest at Chase's on the Beach because, we couldn't have a festival that year. So Jimmy ran the production. God, I think we had a 300-foot Ethernet cable.
It was ridiculous.
Like running from the office to the stage. And then we had all the bands there and everyone's around the pool. Like it's just staying 6 feet apart kind of until like we all got to like, I don't know.
Cocktails.
Yeah. We all had a couple drinks and it was good. But we're doing to-go food, so people are walking up. They're like, oh, my, yeah, you can look from there. So we're trying to stop these people. People are coming up from the beach, and that gate was locked, so they're all like, eh. But we're selling to-go food. We had, how many bands did we have?
I think we did like 4 or 5 a day.
Yeah.
It was the most awkward concert that I've ever put on, ever.
Why was it awkward?
There was no fans.
There were people trying to get in, but we had to
yeah,
shoo them
we
all
couldn't
away.
let them in.
You got people wanting to come spend money, and you have to go away.
There were people on the balconies of the hotel
What-
next
what-
door.
Oh,
just
yeah, the condo
jamming
next
out.
door. Yeah.
When was this? What month?
Oh, March probably. March 2020.
So you did it right after.
I mean, it was...
The world
It was
shut down around
actually-
this.
It was April, I think.
Was it April?
Yeah.
But yeah, we were doing to-go food still. Like, we hadn't opened at all. Like, bars and restaurants were shut down. And we could only do to-go food.
I think you understated what we needed to do to make this happen, by the way.
I think you bring it in.
Jimmy's a
because
little hurt.
Jimmy knows more than
This was
like,
the most ridiculous setup. First of all, streaming in 2020 is not what it is now. Like, you couldn't just whip out your phone and go live and have it be good quality. So we're trying to stream multiple cameras at a time. The entire band was all mic'd. I had a sound man mixing the sound and giving that to me. We had pre-recorded commercials and all of that stuff, and I showed up with a giant desktop computer. Like, I just brought all my stuff. I said, all right, Joe, where's your internet? He's like, oh, well, it kind of runs out on this thing here. And it's like, no, we need to plug it.
So would you get a
into the thing.
200-foot line?
I'm thinking we're doing it on Wi-Fi.
No,
So you ran a 200-foot line to the
300.
office.
he had a whole box of Cat 6 cable and calls a friend of his that could make cables on the spot. We ran it from the front of the office all the way down back by the pool just so we could have internet to stream. It was ridiculous. It's just an open wire.
How's the
laying
video
through
look?
middle- Looks pretty good.
I'm telling you, Addison Undercroft killed it. And then, I got to give A Minor
CTI.
Solutions.
Yeah, he did it.
CTI.
He did the sound for us.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was oh man. And it's so weird. Like Jimmy was saying, like we're shooing people away, but you're doing this concert and you're giving this energy and you're performing for no one.
For no one.
No one. It is just us. Like it was me, you. I think I
And the
had like
4 or 5
2
bands.
employees.
And the 4 or 5 bands are just standing around waiting for their
But
turn.
not all of them came
No,
at the
they-
same
they
time.
had to come in
Yeah, they had to
at
be
a time.
rotated in because we couldn't have that many people in the building at the same time. Well, it wasn't even in the building. We were outside.
We treated this like a television production.
Yeah.
Everything happened on time.
So what, did you go to commercial break, bring the new band on,
Yep.
sound check them, and then bam?
Yep.
How long was commercial?
I forget. It wasn't. I think I had a 15-minute.
Yeah,
loop
we had a
that just
15-minute.
went, and we had commercials for venues in the area, and one
Yep.
for, and I did one for myself. Like Static Live had one.
Yeah,
in
Static
there.
Live,
The whole
Chases.
big
There was a
thing
couple
that
different
just
ones.
looped, and then when the next band came on, Sean jumps up there, introduces the next band. I've got the band's logo on the screen. This was all live.
How many
2020.
How many views?
I don't
Thousands.
even remember. There was a lot of people interacting live. There was a lot of comments because I was trying to comment as we were doing it, but the internet, I guess we were using so much of it that it wasn't like I couldn't update my Facebook and like go to all the comments because we were using so much bandwidth.
Everybody was at the time, so it wasn't as much available as there is now.
Yeah.
So the first band, forgets his bass guitar.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Somebody came in and who was it?
Trey Pierce
Yep.
comes in, his whole band's there. He forgets his bass. He's like, hold on a minute, we'll just start late. I'm like, bro, this is TV. It doesn't work like that. You go get your bass, but we're starting. We put his band on. His band started playing, and they were just trying to hold the fort down until he got back with the bass and jumps up there and finishes his set. And then orders like 40 wings and leaves. For himself, not for the band.
Yeah, no, it was just for him.
40 wings, I'm out. 40.
And then we got 5-time Shag up there. I fucking love Scotty. He comes running up to me with his phone. You know Scotty, right? He's like, bruh, I don't think we're live. What do you mean? There it is on your phone. We're clearly live. It's like, this is like 10 seconds ago. Like, can you give it a minute? It's got to go all the way through the internet and then back to your phone. Like, give it a minute.
It was 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Fucking Scotty.
Oh, God. And then we did have a couple where it cut out, but it'd come right back on.
Yeah, we dropped the
we
feed
dropped
a
the signal
times.
a couple times. But, I mean, to put that together, and out of, what was it, like a week of planning, if that?
Yeah, it was very short notice.
Yeah. It started as, hey, what if we just filmed a concert? And then I think that's when you got involved. You're like, well, I can film it. And then we got CTI involved to do the sound.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sean and Parr and Static Live went and got, all the musicians. And everyone just wanted to do something.
The whole trick of it being live, though, is everybody was going live at the time, all the musicians with their Venmo and that kind of thing. And some of them were having trouble. It's mirror image sometimes, and they're writing their name on cardboard with Venmo, like, please tip me. So Joe had this whole idea, like, let's get these bands in, put their graphics up on the screen, so like you can do it properly.
It looks professional.
Yeah, and it looks good. It all looks the same. Guys can. I don't think we had QR codes.
We didn't have QR codes, but we like the whole thing. We wanted all the bands to make money. Mm-hmm. No one was working, so everyone's broke. And for some reason, I just like to help people. It's just something in me. I like to help people, and in this time where everyone's going crazy and everyone, is so uncertain about what the future holds and yada yada, I'm like, all right, well, these guys aren't making any money. Well, what can I do? Normally I'd be paying a band every Friday, Saturday. Obviously, we're not open. I can't pay anybody. But let's do something for them. They perform. Let's figure out how to get something on the screen.
Did some of them make some good money?
Yeah. Yeah. There was I think everyone made good money. I think I was the only one that probably
very
didn't.
well.
Yeah, I think me and you were me and Jimmy didn't make shit. But I think everyone else did.
It's a good thing you guys did, though.
Yeah.
It's a great thing.
Well, and it gave us something to do. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The boredom was a real thing.
It built into this.
Yeah. Yeah, we would not be here today if we didn't put on the second ever live streaming concert in the history of the internet.
Behind Lady Gaga.
Damn you, Gaga. I wanted my flowers.
Yes.
Didn't make any money. I could have gotten an award at least. Oh, God. What's that say over there? I don't have my glasses on.
You got 7 minutes.
Oh, look at that. I didn't know where we were at time-wise. Yeah.
Plenty of time.
But have you, and so, wild thing of the Somewhat Tipsy podcast, our most watched episode is an episode that we didn't even film. Well, we did film it.
We filmed it.
But we cut out a segment of the prior week's episode and just put it out as an episode. And it our most viewed. Boom. That was it. That was our most viewed episode. So I definitely want to say thank you to everyone. It definitely hit that like, that share, the comment. Keep the comments rolling in. I love it. Even the one that said I was dumb. I love that comment too. It was something like, "Oh, why wouldn't you just call out? You're so dumb." So, for those of you that didn't see last week's episode, I'll do a short little recap. I went out, got super drunk, came home, wanted a bologna sandwich, made one, ate one, saw a chocolate in the freezer, ate one of those. 2 hours, Jonah Hill jumps out of my TV screen. I don't know what to do. I realized it was shrooms. I had to sell cell phones at 9 a.m. at AT&T. I have work ethic. I was built on if you can get there, you get there and you perform regardless of whatever is going on in your life. Yes, I was high on shrooms. Yes, I was having a great time. Yes, I picked driving a scooter over a truck because I thought that was a safer bet.
You sold a Motorola instead of an iPhone.
I did. I sold a flip phone and they let me take a nap. And no, I didn't get fired that day. Did get fired later on, but not for the shrooms. And no, it's not dumb. It's called work ethic. And probably a little bit of dumbassery I probably should have just called out when you think about it. But I didn't because I go to work. I have to be in the hospital to not go to work.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Right. But anyway, yeah, so that's the breakdown of it. But the comments, most of them hilarious. But,
I think a lot of people can relate.
Yeah, I'm sure so many people have gone to work. I don't know if they've mistakenly gone to work like that. I think that might not be a lot of people, but and then the one person said, "Oh, that was just for views." What, back then? No, that was real. That happened. This is way before views. I didn't film myself on shrooms. I'm sure AT&T has some video of it. But
we got to get some footage of that.
There's no video proof. It's not,
Wait a minute. I missed that story or that comment. Someone said that you told a story
for views.
Just for views.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, that is a real thing. I have done some funny, stupid shit in my life. And, every once in a while we get on a topic and one of those stories comes out. And I am happy to share those stories because I am an open book. And I
think we need a new segment of the show.
Stupid stories.
It's story time with Joe.
It just has to come to me, though. I don't know. I have to be in conversation, be like, "Oh shit, remember? Oh, I got one for you."
One time when I went to AT&T.
Yeah, it's just I have stories that I could write books upon. I actually did write a book. I had it on a Mac computer that got stolen.
It was a children's book.
With a floppy disk.
No, I just had it saved to the MacBook. And when I got into that car accident in Nashville, that MacBook was in the back of the truck. And when they went to go collect the stuff out of the truck, the MacBook wasn't there.
When they recovered the MacBook, the story was the only thing stolen.
Right.
Hey.
That book was gone.
But no, I lost that story. I never saved it on anything else. I had that and I had it wasn't finished, but I had a movie script, which I still think was a tremendous story. That I still know the story. I could rewrite it if I wanted to. I could rewrite the book if I wanted to. But I put so much effort into it. Do I have it in me to do it again?
You're going to save yourself a step right there. That's the
AI,
first thing you
I
do.
could just tell it.
No, when you present your script to someone, the first thing that they're going to do is tell you to rewrite it.
Well, true.
So now you rewrite it and you bring it in. You say you need to rewrite it. Tell them you already did.
Yep.
You're one step ahead.
The main character dies in the end of the movie. Not
Right,
the book.
now I don't have to watch the movie.
Right, you already know what happens.
Well, I'm never going to rewrite it, so it's fine. But maybe, think about this with AI. I mean, in reality, I could kind of just sit back and talk to it, and it could write the thing. I mean, I could lay in bed and do that.
It could make your whole movie.
Yeah, it really could, couldn't it?
Prompt it a couple of scenes at a time. And then just build it, edit them together on your own.
What do you think the best app would do? You think Perplexity or?
There's a couple of them.
All right.
I would use a couple of them. Use one to prompt the other.
All right. Should we throw out which ones or no? No? All right.
I don't want to be wrong and then,
Yeah, you don't want the backlash.
The backlash.
Right.
No, I think that would be I would love to rewrite this book. And the only reason I started, I don't even have a title. But the only reason I started it, I read a book, I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell by Tucker Max. And it is hilarious. And it's just a book of stories. And I was like, man, like I don't have stories similar to this guy. Like we're not, like the stories are different, but just kind of like the setup. I kind of based how I set up the book with that. And it was just a line of stories to kind of get to the ending. The movie had nothing to do with the book, though.
Completely separate.
Yeah, no, that I drunkenly had an idea and I heard a song. And I had heard a song for the ending scene, and I literally wrote the movie based on that ending scene. So I wrote the movie backwards. I had the ending before I had anything else.
Rewrite it.
I think I would with AI. I might just talk to it and have it rewrite it, and then hell, we could actually have it make the movie.
Yeah.
It's a story about two friends that had happened to live in Key West together, which it's unrelated. This is not a true story in the movie. The book is, but the movie is not. But there's a couple things from life that got thrown in there. But
I'm sensing a lot of gray area.
A lot of gray area. A lot of gray area. But it's not a biography by any means in the movie. But a little bit of a little bit of
we can pick and choose what we want to admit to.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
and then I can
That's
make
fine.
my own endings. So it can. Some things have happened, but they didn't happen that way. Maybe it's the way I wish they did, or it would have been funnier if it did.
This didn't happen yet.
Yeah,
But it might.
yeah, always a chance. But yeah, I think seeing as how since we bought this restaurant, I don't sleep much.
No.
Might just
Add it up
lay in bed and
and write a book tonight.
me and AI will figure out this book and movie. I'd take a movie deal. I'd take a book deal.
Yeah.
Go on a little tour. Jeremy's got the restaurant.
Oh, thanks, bud. Thank you.
The Supreme Court just ruled on AI art creation, and it cannot be copyrighted.
And it cannot win an Oscar or an Emmy.
That's correct.
Really?
Nope. AI cannot
So
win an
even
Oscar
if
or an Emmy.
I am sitting there and I'm telling it everything,
AI is creating it.
Yep.
well, it's bullshit. I'm
If
creating it.
you then mix it with your own art, see, this started with music. And it started because an artist got cloned by an AI artist. They cloned her face, they cloned her voice, and they started producing music in her style with her picture, with her everything. Got it out into the algorithm and then sued her for her own songs and won.
No.
Who sued her?
The AI company.
Wow.
And they won?
She took all her stuff down. Nothing's online from this artist anymore. I'm going to have to find what artist it is.
Oh, we're definitely going to find more about that. I want to talk about that next week.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, and I sent it to both of you. Did you see that company that stole my likeness and then put an AI voice over the commercial about
Yes,
cheating?
That's hilarious.
I saw the bus. What do you mean somebody stole it?
Dude, it is me on this
I
podcast.
saw it.
And
But you could totally tell because
they AI'd the lips.
The AI the lips and the microphone like shakes a little
It's
bit.
not your voice. It's just
It's
another
not my voice. It's just my
What
face.
company did that?
I don't know. I'd have to look. It's on the ad, obviously.
They're advertising.
Find
to
cheaters.
Find
like,
if your partner.
find
yeah.
cheaters.
Like, why is my face the poster child for find your cheating ex or find your significant other cheating?
So they
It's
took
not.
you-
I've seen
I
that
didn't realize-
company
I thought
use-
you did that.
No, that was a legit ad that just came up. I had nothing to do with it.
They took your likeness and made it into an ad to fight
I
cheaters.
was scrolling through Reels and I said, "Oh, I thought it was one of our podcast clips." And then I'm listening to
how
it,
many likes
That's
did it,
not me.
How many likes or views did it get?
More than we got.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably one of the most, it would be more popular than most of our shit.
We're pretty popular. Come on now.
We are, but this ad was more popular.
I'm gonna have to look at this ad again.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
I looked at it, but I thought you did it.
No.
I was like, oh, it's pretty funny. I was like, Joe, I can see the microphone moving like the
They
AI.
are using other podcasters. It's not just you. I found more from them.
Yeah.
But it's all scammy stuff. If you click on the profile that posted it, it's not a real
It's a fake profile.
Right.
Yeah.
And it didn't look that real. You could totally tell it was AI.
I had to watch it the
video,
second
yeah.
time.
The video, 100%.
Yeah, like you could tell my lips.
Your lips were
AI-eyed.
and
It's
the
not my
microphone.
voice.
You could see like your chin in the microphone would like blend in a little bit. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's totally. That's why I thought you made it. That's why I didn't realize somebody else made it. I looked at it.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty funny, Joe.
No, that came out of nowhere. I saw that and said, "What the?"
That's some guy in the Philippines somewhere working on Fiverr that got hired by that company to make ads for him. He went scrolling through and probably Googled popular podcasts, saw you and went, "Oh, this guy looks good."
This guy will sell the cheating
That's
ad.
why you need
So-
your microphone up here. Nobody can see.
I appreciate it, Mr. Polynesian scammer, whoever you are that
Polynesian scammer.
stole it. Thank you for liking my lighting and framing.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
lighting and framing is good.
And I hit me in the DMs. I'll give you my address where you can send the check.
Your royalties.
Yeah,
With a
I'm
bill.
gonna need to collect my royalties.
They're going to sue you probably.
Yeah, I'll get sued. But yeah, no, and I'm kind of torn. Like, is it cool that like my likeness is there, or is it kind of jacked up that they stole my shit?
It's jacked up.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I mean, you see the Costa del Sol hat. I mean, let's ride at dawn.
That's right. This episode brought to you by Stir Hospitality.
Go to stirhospitality.com if you are a new restaurant. If you're a restaurant that is not seeing the profits that you used to,
Bar and nightclub.
bar and nightclub too, they will get you back in the black. Stirhospitality.com.